Good evening. Good evening, everyone. We ask the audience Mr. Ahmed is the director of Labanal Fine Baking. It is at the same place where he holds many fond memories, where he now dons many hats, some of which are more business oriented, while others involve expert people skills. He's even working behind the scenes to innovate and develop new products. From bringing to Hyderabad awe-inspiring patisserie from across the globe, exquisite fusion flavors, and warm, comforting carrot loaf cakes, we thank you and Labanal Fine Baking, Mr. Ahmed. Our graduating batch will undoubtedly be inspired by a skilled entrepreneur like you on multiple fronts. May I now call on stage our head of school and our chief guest for the evening.
I request the chief guest to declare this graduation ceremony open.
This, the sixth graduation of Trinity International School, has been called to confer certificates upon the members of the class of 2019 who have been certified worthy of a middle school program certificate. I hereby declare the graduation ceremony open.
May I now invite Mr. Ahmed Ali, members of the board, and members of the pedagogical team to light the lamp. They're assisted by Ms. Swati and Ms. Anisha. The flame represents knowledge expelling evils of society such as poverty, lack of educational facilities, violation of human rights.
Shubham Kurut Arogyam Dhanasambadaः Shubham Kurut Arogyam Dhanasambadaः Shatrubuddhi Vinashaya Deepajyotir Namostute Deepajyotir Namostute Shubham Kurut Kalyanam Arogyam Dhanasambadaः Dipajyotirparabhrahma Dipajyotirjanardhanah.
Thank you. We now have an invocation dance performed by Akshay of MYP 2C.
मूषिकवागणमोदकचर्च चामरकर्ण विलम्बित सूत्र वामनरूप महेश्वर विनायक पाद नमस्ते मूषिकवागणमोदकचर्च चामरकर्ण विलम्बित सूत्र वामन रूप महेश्वर विनायक पाद नमस्ते विनायक पाद नमस्ते सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं भवतु मे सदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं भवतु मे सदा सिद्धि भवतु मे सदा सुरपूजिते शङ्खचक्र गदाधरे नमोस्तुते नमस्ते सुभगामाय श्रीप्रिये सुरपूजिते शङ्खचक्र गदाधरे नमोस्तुते महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते आङ्गिकं भुवनं यस्य वाचिकं सर्ववाङ्मयम् आकारं चन्द्रताराधिपम् आधारं चन्द्रताराधिपं नमः सात्विकं शिवं 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 Shivam, 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 Shivam.
Thank you, Akshaya. Both your skill and dedication to the art form are extraordinary. Thank you for your guidance, Ms. Kavita. May I now invite Mr. Malcolm and Mr. Ahmed Ali to address the gathering.
I request the chief guest to address.
On behalf of the Board of Trustees, the administration, and the faculty, it is my pleasure to welcome you to Srinidhi International School as we honor and celebrate the 6th MYP group of students to graduate from the school. An integral part of your successful journey to this day is the faculty of Srinidhi International School. Would the men and women of the faculty please stand and be recognized for their service to our graduating class?
All candidates for the International Baccalaureate Middle Years Programme, please rise.
Do you solemnly and sincerely promise and declare that if admitted to the certificates for which you have qualified, you will, in your daily life and conversations, conduct yourself as a model Srinidhians? Do you solemnly and sincerely promise and declare that to the utmost of your opportunity and ability, you will use your power for the promotion of learning, of true learning, and in the service of your fellow men? Do you solemnly and sincerely promise that you will faithfully and diligently fulfill the duties of the profession to which you will eventually belong, and that you will, on all occasions, maintain their standards and reputation?
Thank you, candidates. Please be seated.
Let the certificate candidates be presented.
May I invite Mr. Tondroy, our MYP coordinator, to do the honors?
All candidates for the International Baccalaureate Middle Years Program, please rise. Chief guest, I present to you the candidates for the International Baccalaureate Middle Years Program Certificate. On behalf of Srinidhi International School, I recommend that they be awarded their certificates.
It is my privilege to confer upon you the certificates from Srinidhi International School with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations to all of you.
I will now call out the candidates to be presented their certificates. Siddharth Mane. Siddharth is a well-mannered student with a good attitude towards the learning. He is also an excellent classmate as he frequently assists others with concepts. He is innovative in applying logical skills, and his research is outstanding in finding innovative ideas. Pritika Pavirala. Anything said about her will always be an understatement. The Iron Lady with a smile. She has contributed in almost all fields possible in the school for the last few years, and I'm sure will keep making us proud in the future as well. Aksh- Akshara Mureo. She respects other students and their ideas. She makes good use of class time by being engaged in what she is doing. She thinks positively and participates in class discussions and contributes her thinking to develop understanding and insight. Action, very ready. Energetic and committed, Akshit is a force to be reckoned with. With a goal in sight, nothing will stop him to achieve it. Ananya Rudra. It is always a pleasure to have Ananya in class. She is a courageous girl who always speaks her mind. She is very expressive and also passionate towards language and literature. Her innate capability of learning from others and her surroundings and a quest to know people has shaped her into a budding storyteller. Aaron Abraham. Aaron is always goal-oriented, hardworking and honest in class. He takes responsibility to teach others. He's a good communicator. He's a positive thinker and a good decision maker. Arnav Tandon. Arnav has always been a good orator who speaks from his heart space and never minces his words. He approaches every topic open-mindedly, and his work always displays his unique integrity and high moral values. Arnav Kupachi. Arnav is a diligent learner who shares his knowledge without any hesitation in the classroom. He is a cooperative student and loves to cooperate with his peers and always demonstrates a caring attitude. Charitha Ankam. Charitha has enhanced her classmates with her accents and is a joy to listen to. She enjoys taking part in music and volunteering for activities. She collaborates well and has a good rapport with her peers. Deshna Chopra. Deshna works well with classmates in group work, and she is insightful and thoughtful about others. She responds positively to feedback and is appreciative of different perspectives. She takes pride in her work. Hamad Babukan. Hamad is a silent presence in class, but his insights into text and creative writing make reading his responses a pleasure. He balances studies and sports well. Katya Suropuraju. When it comes to creative writing, Katya always comes up top with her perspective portrayal of events and characters. She's a wordsmith for her class. Krishna Varun. Krishna is very thoughtful about the significance of protecting the feedback given by teachers and tries to work on it positively. She takes to learning from her peers by collaborating with them rather than learning in isolation. Nikhil Gorapati. Nikhil is an energetic student that loves playing sports. He's always happy. He is His contagious smile has the power to change anyone's mood in an instant. Nishchal Reddy. Nishchal is knowledgeable about different topics and facts. He's a fast learner and excellent working memory. He gets along well with his peers and adults. He can initiate tasks and has a good critical thinking skill. Nishka Gupta. Nishka has strong interpersonal and communication skills. She can build strong teams and takes initiatives that are performed successfully to completion. Onika Unam. Her calm and friendly manner makes her someone that her peers can trust. She is enthusiastic about learning and stays optimistic during challenging times. Palak Agrawal. Palak always approaches teachers with utmost respect and values the feedback given by teachers. She puts in that genuine efforts to better perform and actively contributes her share of knowledge and effort for the success of events that she takes part in. Pavan Panamuraju. He has been supportive and respectful to peers and contributes for positive environment. Pavan is a rare combination of maturity and integrity. His interaction with fellow students shows Ruthwik is open-minded in trying something new in every lesson to gain attention, but he also excelled in academics as his strong determination for achievement. Ruthwik Chandrasekhar. Ruthwik has a positive attitude towards all classmates and is respectful of all her perspectives in group activities. Rituparan Reddy. Rituparan enjoys tinkering, and you can often find him lingering around the makerspace creating annoying pizio buzzers. He is knowledgeable and a critical thinker who enjoys working with electronics. Sahas Reddy. Sahas always looks for a way to help others in group activities. He can also work independently and takes pride in his work. Sahith Ganham. Sahith paints with words. He has displayed all the potentials of a good author and a great debater. He adds life to class discussions by looking at the topics through different lenses and figuring out unique solutions. Sai Adrit Reddy. Adrit is an enthusiastic learner and always shows interest in participating in all classroom engagements. He excelled in skills and knowledge for PHE. His leadership in cricket is a well-known fact. Sai Lakshmi Konda. Lakshmi has exhibited a great deal of confidence and diligence to take up any challenge that comes in her way to learning. She has come a long way, and I trust she will go places. Sai Lakshmi has consistently shown improvement in her performance and works well with classmates. Samath Tiwani. An aggressive striker with a kind heart. Samath has won many hearts by helping his friends on the field and in class to learn various skills better. Samath is a quiet, calm student who enjoys taking part in sports activities. Samkit Parak. Samkit is a flexible learner and adopts new challenges easily. He encourages others to take academic proceedings more seriously. Sarat Paramuraju. Sarat has exhibited a positive outlook and attitude to school. He has made constant progress throughout the semester and is excelling in many areas. Yashashri. He always follows moral and ethical principles in every aspect. He is trustworthy and works diligently. Yashashri is an active and respectful student who has shown constant progress throughout the academic year. Shashank Desham. Always energetic and positive, Shashank excels in sports. He is the only boy in French class to beat Ms. Urshka in arm wrestling. Shiva Kolanu. A friendly student who is a real team player and prefers to work in groups. Shreyansh Sharma. Shreyansh is a positive and respectful person in class, ready to accept responsibility and is kind-hearted to his peers. Srikeda Varma. Srikeda displays constant effort to reach his academic goals. He is a kind and composed young man who delights us with his unique thoughts, ideas, and solutions for various problems posed in class. Sujai Reddy. Sujai receives feedback positively. He is respectful to others in class and silently plays key roles in teamwork. Tanishka Kaur. Cleanup Gandipate has evolved through Tanishka's efforts. As a caring and reflective child, she has taken steps to not only clean up the area around Gandipet, but also place dustbins to make sure visitors use them. It is a long way for Tanishka to go, and we truly appreciate your first steps. Siddhish Ram Reddy. Siddhish always tries to come up with unique solutions, and his work is classically different from other peers. Siddhish is well organized and self-motivated. He approaches his studies with zest and never lets go of a chance to raise questions and seek constant feedback, to the point of annoyance to his favorite teachers. Vaibhav Reddy. Vaibhav is ever ready to help, and his great collaborative skills make him a valuable team player. Vaibhav is an innovative, enthusiastic hard worker who learns new materials quickly. He has excellent technical skills. He cooperates well with his classmates and handles disagreements in a mature manner. Vansh Loher. Vansh is a positive and respectful student who is much liked by his peers. Vedamsh Reddy. Vedamsh has extended his support to Adarana, a home for the needy, destitute, and orphan children. Vivan always tries hard to be productive and positive, especially when facing stress. He is an inquirer with a positive attitude towards his studies. As a perfectionist, the work he produces is always worth the wait. Punctual and respectful, he sets such a good example for his peers. Yash Gupta. Yash has meticulously worked on the feedback given and has gradually demonstrated his improvement through hard work and dedication. He tries to overcome his learning difficulties and has come to a level where he is confident and positive with his approach.
I invite the MYP coordinator, Mr. Tonderai, to address the parents.
Respected Chief Guest, Mr. Ahmed Ali, Managing Trustee and Executive Director, Ms. Saritha Katinkaneni, Head of School, Mr. Malcolm Nicholson, members of the Executive Board, members of the Pedagogical Leadership Team, Shonidi faculty, parents, and last but no means least, dear students for whom we are gathered here to celebrate. Good evening. As Shonidi, we have seen many of these young students grow from their first days at school to this day. It has been a long journey from early years, and for some, a shorter one, 1 or 2 years. As such, our institution is intimately intertwined with the students before you. We have celebrated their successes and shared their struggles. And as I am sure some of the students will have you believe, we have caused some of those struggles. We have challenged them, stretched them, tested them, pulled and pushed them in numerous directions. We have offered them rigors and challenges that we believe have shaped them into the confident global citizens that you see before you. This year, we have 49 MYP candidates with a diverse range of skills, interests, and personalities. We have future leaders, scientists, engineers, doctors, lawyers, businessmen and women. We have people who will challenge our existing methods and processes of doing things. We have people who will redesign the world, their world. Our role as educators and parents was and is to nourish these young people at this delicate stage of development, protect them from the harsh world of regimented linear thinking, the harsh world where problems rule, and problems only have one solution, the one you find at the back of the book. We have nourished these students to grow into strong, critical, and creative thinking pillars of society who will be able to face tomorrow's challenges capably and confidently. On what basis do I say we've achieved these aspirations? It is evident in the way these students have overcome so many challenges placed before them. I challenge any one of you parents to raise your hand if you have prepared for your grade 10 exams during a pandemic, often studying in isolation, in a room, facing a computer screen, physically separated from peers, with great uncertainty on what tomorrow holds. These students have risen to that challenge. As such, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the highly committed and dedicated faculty members sitting on stage for laying down the fertile environment upon which these students could flourish. I would like to thank the parents who have supported these students morally, emotionally, and financially to make this possible. And finally, I would like to thank the students who have received their certificates today as a testimony of the hard work which has culminated in the end of their MYP journey. MYP class of 2022, we salute you.
I invite the head of school to address the gathering.
Thank you. Really, we need to look at recruitment for the future and ensure that at least we're within a foot of each other. Good evening. Thank you, everybody, for coming, and thank you for the support that all of you have provided for this fine group of students for so many years and through so many trials and tribulations. Miss Lakshmi asked me the other day if she could receive a copy of my speech. Viday? Remember those days? How many pages was my speech? I'm not going to do a Fidel Castro, but for those who do know me now, there is no written speech, but it certainly will come from the heart, because this is a very, very special group of students that have been working with a very special group of parents and a very, very special group of teachers. And I thought, this has got to come from the heart, but where can I draw inspiration what I'll talk about this evening? So I asked Siddharth, what shall I talk about? And Siddharth said, in one word, me. So I thought, okay, Siddharth's given me inspiration, humility. A young man who's written a book about astrophysics that's on Amazon. You can get the link from him later if you wish. A young man who exemplifies so many of the high qualities that so many of these wonderful students exemplify. But it's... And regardless of what Siddharth said, it's not all about him tonight. It's about this wonderful group of students. They've endured, as Mr. Tondrai said, an awful lot. But this is a group that is personal and special to me. I've witnessed tantrums. I've witnessed inspiration, creation, artistic endeavor, sporting excellence. I've literally pulled one of these people down to the ground somehow. I've seen inspiring personal projects. I've seen slow personal projects. I've seen preparation-free assessments. But we've seen a togetherness and an empathy for each other that is really exceptional. And that's what this program at this school is all about. And these come from the values, the attributes, as well as the skills and knowledge that this wonderful group of teachers have helped to impart over the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in some cases 10 plus years with you. As some of you may know, I worked for the IB for many years, and hardly a day goes by without one of the MYP 5 students thanking me for the invention of e-assessment. Literally, there's a delve in the floor of students queuing up to thank me for this particular innovation. And don't worry, I accept the praise. Thank you very much. But what makes this so special to me is that having designed the model of the MYP 10 years ago with a team at the IB in The Hague, this is the first time I've seen real life students psychology, astrophysics we've mentioned, fashion, sports, tennis videos, you name it. The range of inspiration from these students is amazing. And it's such a joy for me to actually have the chance to see the results. Internationally minded, resilient, empathetic, and kind young people. And that's what we have here. We have a wonderful set of academic students, but ultimately what we see in front of us is wonderfully well-balanced, caring, thoughtful, principled, and kind young men and women. And they will make a difference in the world. They will make a difference in the next 2 years. Whatever they do, they will make a difference. These are the future, and this will be one of the most special grade levels I will ever know, because you were my first MYP 5s out of the ivory tower. So thank you for being you. Best wishes. Enjoy tonight. I believe we've got special samosas on and cheese chili toast. Is the cheese chili toast on tonight? Thank you. We will have a special row in future graduation ceremonies for alumni. That row will obviously have to be near the entrance and exit. But thank you for making the effort. And if we didn't already do so, we will be adding timekeeping to our curriculum for future reference. So thanks for coming, and have a great evening. And at this point, I request the chief guest to give the graduation ceremony address.
Thank you, sir. A very good evening to one and all present here. Managing Trustee, Executive Director, Head of School, teachers, parents, and most importantly, the graduating cohort of 2022. It is an absolute honor to be your chief guest for this occasion. Truth be told, when I received the email inviting me to be the chief guest, I was completely taken aback, shocked even. I wasn't entirely sure in some uncertain times, and that is not an easy feat. So please give yourselves a big round of applause. Commencement is a time in which we have the opportunity to not only celebrate our accomplishments, but to also reflect, listen to the lessons of others, and to look in future with hope. You know, I remember my schooling distinctly well, and let me tell you, the academics was not my forte. Not being able to get the best grades caused so much doubt and uncertainty within myself about my abilities to excel. But what became quickly apparent to me is that your grades do not define you or your ability to be successful. So while I wasn't the topper of the class by any means, I was definitely the most fun. You could always count on me to be up to some mischief, and I'm grateful that Srinidhi kept me around despite my antiques. One among the many things I give credit to Srinidhi with would definitely be the relationships I formed during the course of my years here. Some of the best men at my wedding were my friends from this very school, and they're here as well. So look around you, realize the relationships that help you grow, and nurture those friendships. But this doesn't just stop with friends. I'm sure you all have a favorite teacher who has handheld you. I sure had mine, and they have created such a long lasting impact that the lessons imparted have stayed with me through the years. One of the very crucial lessons I learned was discipline and routine. Told me, give everything my best without being deterred by the fear of failure. Now, failing, especially in school, may seem like a scary and daunting word. If I had put up my feet when I failed, I wouldn't be in this situation, in this position, doing what I truly love. For some of you, that may be arts, some the sciences. Some of you may be fully certain of what you're doing further, some of you a little lost. But please remember that don't let your fear of failing deter you from taking risks, from trying things, because who knows what amongst us
I request the chief guest to dissolve the graduation ceremony. Please rise.
I declare the graduation ceremony dissolved.
May I request the guests to remain standing? There will be a photo session and cake cutting ceremony for the graduating class. Please enjoy the high tea in the area next to the amphitheater. Thank you.